Hey there, Angel of Galaxy, back for another reading. Some more channeled messages for you all. Alright, so just again, as always, thank you very much for all my subscriptions, likes, comments, or whatever you've given me. Thank you. It's so much. Your support is so appreciated. Please like, subscribe, or comment. And I hope these messages reach you loud and clear. Okay, remember, as I always say, Spirit works through us in mystical and mysterious ways. These messages may not go directly to the intended person. They may be talking about someone you know. It could be a love-lost one or a situation around you or them. Just think about it as you being that heavenly person who's delivering communication where it needs to go. If I say male or female, remember we have both aspects of the divine feminine and masculine, so please take it as it resonates and leave the rest for someone else to enjoy. Okay, don't make a mistake. Okay. Okay. All right. So my first message I'm hearing, I will help you through the shadow. What are the shadow aspects of ourself, I guess, you know? The shadow self is often overlooked yet deeply important part of our personality. It consists of aspects of ourselves that we are not consciously aware of or embarrassed to admit, I guess, such as our fears, negative traits and desires. However, it can also hold positive traits such as assertiveness or a talent. The classic elements of your shadow self are anger, ego, rage, laziness, sadness, cruelty, envy, greed, selfishness, blind desire, and hunger for power. Okay. So I've got here, stepping forward, a soul who describes himself as being as being a young lady. She crossed over in 2017, or that could have been, no, she's saying she crossed over, okay. She would have been around 26 or slightly older. September is in my mind as well, so I'm seeing the number 4, wow. And maybe Virgo, yeah. So people born on the number 4 day are builders, you know. No matter what career, family situation or social circle, number 4 birthdays are all about structure, form, organisation and putting things together to make them work. I mean, she was not fond of taking the long way round. Yeah, number 4 suggests practical solutions or improvements that can make a difference, so no surprise she would like to help you now, pointing out the old must be cleared to make way for the new. She could analyse, criticise and sometimes tear apart constructs to show when or where they do not work. So listen to her guidance. So she's telling me if she was faced with a structure based on unfirm foundation, she'd destroy it, then rebuild it. Oh, she wouldn't patch it up. Merciless she was when cutting away anything she'd consider unhealthy for the entire organism, whether that organism be human body, family or company. She's telling me she was very misunderstood or rejected sometimes, and she took this rejection very hard. But I just saw things differently from everyone else. I came across, at times, difficult and argumentative, I guess. I also, a bit ashamed of it, but had frequent explosive mood changes that didn't really help with matters. Okay. So I'm seeing the Emperor. That makes sense because I know the Emperor is the number 4 card, isn't it? In the tarot deck. You know, he rules concrete and worldly things by wisdom, you know. He's that primary source of his power, he's stable and wise. So this lady possessed strong willpower and steadfast energy. Also explaining that she could be quite stubborn at times. I don't know why, but I always think that when I see the the emperor, that he could be quite stubborn and stern, So she's talking about her health, and she says, on reflection, she should have lessened all forms of mental strain. She worked too hard, and for one so young, took on too much responsibility. I had a sharply critical nature, so should have let up in this respect. I should have grounded myself, Being more restful, creative activities probably would have helped. It would have been advantageous to me. She's showing me you struggling with conflicting emotions. And she's inviting you to sit with these uncomfortable thoughts, feelings, and allow yourself to experience the emotion without judging yourself for it. Notice how it affects your body and mind. Validate your emotion and tell yourself that it's okay to feel this way. Don't suppress or avoid it. Observe your emotion as if you were a curious scientist. I like that. Notice how it changes over time and what triggers it. If sitting with this emotion is too difficult, do something to distract yourself or soothe yourself, such as walking, drinking tea, or listening to music. She's saying you'll feel so much better, more energy and optimism. You've been through a long stretch when your physical energy has been so very low. But she promises you will get your mojo back and your confidence will surge. Hey, mojo on the way. That's cool. Just push through it. I don't know why, but I have a feeling this could be like an anti-link. It doesn't have to be, but it's just how I feel. When you think about it, some races actually, other parts of the world, they actually call people auntie when they're actually not blood related, don't they? Yeah. Well, I suppose people do here actually, if someone's very close, and yeah. So maybe your aunt's reaching out to you. It doesn't have to be though, as I said. And she's saying, sitting with uncomfortable feelings seeds empowerment. I'm seeing blonde hair, blue eyes, curvaceous, striking features. Had a spring in her step, and I have the name Helen, Barbara, Maisie, Auntie Joan, Antoinette, Angela, and Beverly. Now, as I say, these names may or may not resonate. There could be people watching, there could be people on the other side that she's with. But if they have some meaning to you, then just take it as it resonates, Alright, these are people that need help or going through similar situations. Alright, thank you very much. Thank you for coming through. I have a person who passed in 1982. I'm hearing secrets, so my next channeling may be about secrets, I would imagine. Alright, carry on. Shame is insidious. It invades our blood, our cells, and forces us to hide. Wherever there are secrets, there is shame, and the more fear used reinforces the secret, the greater the shame. I think I'll have to ponder over that one, but yeah, very poignant. So this concept challenges those who have, for some reason, compartmentalized their life, often creating an enigmatic, elite existence where they feel special while obscuring the feelings of inadequacy and invisibility that are present within their world. So when you think about it, then you'd be forced to live in fear that one day someone will find the key to your mind and expose your humiliating secrets. So what secrets, she's asking, are hidden in your life or within the family, you know? Where does this shame dwell? Oh dear, so I'm hearing Pandora's box. So what's coming to mind is Scorpio, Sagittarius, but he's kind of like a cusp. Yeah. I'm feeling this person ate whatever they wanted when they wanted it, and recognise that they should have made more effort to read about nutrition, as this would have helped with the condition she had. Food was my comfort, and I also ate what? Way too much. Yeah, all right. I didn't want to feel attractive or draw attention to myself, so this abuse is not, yeah, I think I know where you're going with this, darling. All right. There were themes of control or even repression that figured in my life, whether I was rebelling against such forces, forces others, or myself, exercising them on myself. All right. Oh, so this message is coming from an intense, impossible, secretive woman. She dominated others and would not stop until she got what she wanted. Brutal, really. Okay. She wants to apologise for being selfish, self-centred and hateful at times. But she wants you to know it all stemmed from the abuse I suffered in the family home as a child. I'm so sorry. I've had time to gain introspective over this side of the veil. I was so secretive about horrendous events that took place, when really I should have been more forthcoming and sought professional help, so I could process my feelings and understand them, and of course heal. Oh. She's sending a message to Laura, but please know that this message could be for multiple souls watching. Alright, remember, piggybacking, our spirit would do that from one message to reach more. You too can't go on making things nice when one issue is eating at you both. It is a much more personal issue. Take time to talk it through. Ask yourself why you keep attracting obsessive types. She understands that they are not that easy to brush off, even if you decided to at any point. Her advice, don't take them home until you know them a lot better. Okay, she's guiding you to someone much more suited. She knows that you are fed up with being told, you will know when you meet the right person. But if you follow her signs, she's promising you, she's guiding you, and you will actually know. She's reminding you that the magic of a good relationship is that both parties are equally enthusiastic. A really good sign, I always think, is if somebody on that date starts talking about the future with you. That's brilliant. Then you know. Talk to me and ask me to give you a sign. Decide on what sign you would like to receive, and voila, Mr. Right will appear in a puff of smoke. And remember, you will have earned it. Okay, so finally, just believe that you can make this relationship last. If he's too good, you think he's too good, that can cause problems, okay? So I have Sharon, Katia, Kendall, Rosetta, Belinda, Carla, Vicky, Teresa and Danielle, sorry, I couldn't say that. So please, take these names as they resonate. As I've said before, could be people watching, people on the other side with this person, could be someone you know in your life, or family members, work colleagues. So call on Archangel Shamuel. He can be called on for love and forgiveness. He helps people find inner peace and relate well to others. He helps those looking for romance to find their soulmate and resolve conflicts and broken relationships. All right. So my next channeling, we have to hop on before my battery goes, is from a father in spirit. And I've got the year of 2021. So he's concerned about your partner. He says his bad temper, you know. He's saying that it seems to occur more when he's not working. He's telling me he's self-employed and there's long periods when this guy's not active. He knows that you are both struggling and have debts. He sees that. What isn't helping matters are the constant swear words, shouting at you and the kids. It's really not what he's saying. Blaming you for trivial things when, you know, about everything, you know. His moods are unpredictable and the kids are suffering. Oh gosh, he's telling me he saw one of them plead with you, you know, to leave him. This broke his heart. It's a reference to the, you know, just cheek of it. I was going to swear, but I can't, better not. Alright. Okay. Alright, compose yourself. Yeah. He always believes it's you all the time. It's hard for him to watch as you are my daughter, and of course I want the best for you. Always did and always will. You know, this guy, he feels guilty, insecure and inadequate, and he's alternating between fight or flight moods and complete inaction. Anger can be a form of aggressive fear. So it's easier for him to offset or reduce his pain. You are the one closest to him, easy to blame, even if it's unconsciously what he's doing. It needs to stop, as it is a lot to take on, and I'm worried about your mental health. His moods are not your fault, but try to react in a way that projects good vibes, goodwill and compassion towards him, as this may ease the guilt and fear that is causing his bad behaviour. Maybe seek out additional support to help you proceed forward. I know it's hard. Losing his rag, you know, anger can raise his risk of angina, stroke, irregular heart rhythms and heart attacks. He's saying, do you know, even 2 hours after an angry outburst, it can increase nearly 5-fold. Actually, likelihood of having one is relatively small. But it's something for him to think about. I guess if we, you know, if we're angry all the time, this is more what he's talking about rather than an odd one-off behaviour, you know. He's telling me that deep breathing, mindfulness, and I know everyone goes, ugh, when he feels he is going to burst, may help. So if he wants to change, then these practices can help. Also, interesting enough, he's telling me there's an object in the house. You may have bought it from a car boot sale or charity shop. It doesn't have the best energy, so either cleanse it or remove it, as this is not helping the situation at all. So what can I tell you about this, your father here? So your father was around 5'8", 10. Don't quote me on that, I'm not very good at gauging. May have liked to play chess or some kind of game. I'm hearing construction, but I'm not sure why, so it might not be a job, okay? 19th of June comes to mind, so could be a birthday around that time, and that would make him Gemini. He was a steady type of person who would hang on in there regardless of what fate was in store. I was great at setting events in motion. Very rarely caved into outside pressures, so of course perfect for guiding you in your partnership, especially from this vantage point. He was highly stimulating, so could get the most sluggish of individuals moving. Such strong conviction and courage served me well, he's saying. In my older age, I was prone to burnout, as I didn't always recognise limitations. I'm seeing green eyes. It doesn't have to be his, but it could be relevance there. Could be another member of the family or yourself, who knows. He liked to choose a pleasant environment in which he lived or worked. Yeah. You know I had to get involved in this, you know. I was one to stay persistent, you know, and challenge others in order to connect. So this is why I'm here today. So yeah, it's probably because there's quite a few souls wanting to get through. So he would have had to be persistent and challenge others. In fact, I see this older lady who's sat on a chair and she's very bossy. And she's right behind me and wants to come through, but yeah, she's just sat right there, you know, it's quite funny. So he's telling me a father and daughter love relationship is one of the most heartwarming and intense bonds that can protect the daughter's mental health, boost her self-esteem and confidence, and influence his daughter's life, and an inspiring role model. A father and daughter love relationship should be based on love, respect and communication, and it stays in their hearts, as this father figure demonstrates from the other side of the veil. Beautiful. Now let's move on quickly because I don't want my camera to go. Alright, so I'm hearing dancing in the moonlight, everybody. That one, yeah. So this person's coming in with a song. So it could be a memory, a line or chorus that could have relevance. So you may have basked under the big bright moon. Maybe a beach party, as I'm seeing sand. A magnificent, natural sight, which is bigger, higher and purer than the mundane natural world. So some of that is the song. So I feel in my feet emerge in soft sand and hear the salty, frothy waves of the ocean. According to the lyrics, you got it on most every night. Oh, TMI. Lots of dancing music and the weather was warm and right. So this is a beach party abroad. Maybe somewhere where you live, who knows, but it'd be abroad for us here. There's a line you like, you're fun and never fight. Can't dance and stay uptight. They don't bark and they don't bite. So it was a pleasant, happy memory. Yeah, trouble-free, you know, a gathering of souls. I'm feeling a magical event where the sea awakened and cleansed, physically, emotionally and spiritually. So you may love to travel to different beaches around the world and spend vacation time by the sea. I'm being told you always had a dream of living by the sea, and this will improve a sense of physical health and well-being. You are very spiritually aware and meditate, so know that the ocean will enhance your existing practice. This is going to benefit you greatly, making you happier, healthy, calmer, and it will boost your creativity. So within the next 2 years, this dream could be actualized. I hear in the past, you can then take the reins. That doesn't make sense. What did you say? So I'm hearing you can then take the reins and make some big life changes. Changing decisions even, yeah. Okay. Sorry about that. So when you think of the ocean, it's been proven to induce a meditative state. So she's saying sit in your favourite meditation position and think of me as when you reach a different state of consciousness, my spirit will be with you. I don't know why she's saying this, but the song is they keep things loose, they keep things tight. And still, yeah, tight. So that could mean something to you. I'm not going to try and word that out. So I'm hearing serenity. Could be a name, but I'm not sure. Clarissa as well. April 25th. That's quite precise, but that comes to mind. Interested in actions, not idle talk. could have a talent for using language. A sense of sophistication made her attractive to others, she's saying. May have been powerful in their presence and their absence as well. Saying she was working on personal evolution and spirituality in this lifetime. I had to work on the here and now. You know, what I did. I tended to neglect the preparation that was necessary in moving to the next life, though. I could have benefited from a spiritual teacher or guide who would have shown me the values of life beyond the material plane. She had ideas and plans, but it wasn't enough to manifest them into reality. Always carefully chose my friends and associates of substance. All right, thank you. So she said, meditate on this. Will the impossible, accept the inevitable. She's sending all her love and lots of love and light, her words. Thank you. I'm just going to quickly check for timings. Not long, so. Okay. So I have a man here, initial B, alright. Could be last name or first name, not sure. He wants to send his love to his daughter, alright? He loves you with all his heart. He says things are getting better. Stay positive. Smile, you've got a lovely smile. Smile, you know. Don't let people take you for granted. Show them who you truly are. Maybe you need to just get out more as well. It's referring to something about sitting down too long, you know. Things are gonna get better. And there's a move in store, okay? But you will have to do the legwork for that to happen. And really, you know, think about things properly before you move forward. But it is achievable, alright? He's sending you all his love. And yes, you can connect to him. Alright. Lovely, thank you. There's somebody thinking about investing money. Just be careful, okay? Just look over everything properly. Alright, I think that's going to be it. Love is coming for someone called Terence. Alright, thank you. Okay. Well, as usual, I'd like to end by thanking each and every one of you for watching my channel. I am grateful and humbled to have a platform where Spirit and I can co-create to bring messages to people who need them. Stay safe, stay happy, and spread the love. Brand new channel again, so if you enjoyed, I'd be so grateful if you subscribed, liked, comment, you know, hit that notification button, you know, so that I can make more content for you and you know when new videos are coming out. Lots of love to each and every one of you. Till next time.